Welcome to the On TV studios where we bring you another high-profile guest. I made that same mistake twice, but I'm not going to mess it up here. Kyla Faganelli, the owner and director of Fit Bodies, Fit Minds here in Sault Ste. Marie. Kyla, how you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Thank you so much for coming in. And I know we were kind of working on a few different things on how to get you in here, talking about different workshops, and things finally all culminated today, so we're so thankful for that. Now, Kyla, I just want to start with, what do you do at Fit Bodies, Fit Minds? What is Fit Bodies, Fit Minds? How did everything get rolling on the ball? I'll let you take it away.
So Fit Bodies, Fit Minds started 12 years ago in Sault Ste. Marie. We've had 2 locations now. We were always on Queen Street though, so we've been in our existing location now for the last 6 years. We do a whole wide range of wellness. So and the whole idea of the name kind of says it all, right? We're looking at getting your body fit while we also really look at your mental health. So it's pretty awesome, and we offer so many classes from Pilates to yoga to fitness to, lifting and weight training. And
this would be way longer than a 5-minute interview if we went through every single thing.
Definitely. So much stuff. It's pretty awesome. I have a great team of people that come from all different areas of background. We are highly educated, and I'm really big on education, like making sure people are very educated in what they're teaching. Yeah,
knowing what they're doing, and the people that are actually going through the lessons, knowing what benefits them and why it benefits them too. It's just going to work so well for them to know why they're doing it and how it's benefiting themselves as well.
Definitely.
So that's great. So what actually got you involved to say, you know what, I want to open my own studio. I want this to be something that I have a little bit of control over and can really give back to the community with?
Well, I live down south. I did a lot of my educations down south in St. Catharines. I was in Toronto for a while, lived in Australia for a while. And my vision, I always thought I'd come back to Sault Ste. Marie. I love it here, and at the time, actually, so 12 years ago, I really realized it was struggling here. We had an obesity crisis, so there was a very low amount of physical health happening in this town. And there was very small amounts of gyms popping up. We just had kind of the YMCA and Good Life at the time. So I really felt that, moving home, this was my chance to kind of come home and start something that could, start to inspire all levels, all ages of wellness all around. Yeah.
Awesome. What kind of ages do you actually see coming to the studio? I know you guys have kids workshops, and I believe that's what's going on this week, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Actually, so you have kids coming in?
But as young as babies, because we do a lot of pre and postnatal. So that's a big part of our background. There's 3 of us that are extremely trained with pre and postnatal. So we get infants in, right, with their moms. So they come in, or their dads, and we do stroller fit and tons of type of exercise with babies. So starting as low as babies, and one of our clients is over 90. So we wish she would be more of a testimonial for us, but she doesn't want to be on camera. But so we have clients in their 90s. Like, it's unbelievable to watch, like, just seeing how wellness is so important in all ages. It really, truly is the most important thing we have.
And just out of curiosity, when the 90-year-old did decide to come in, were they physically active beforehand, or did they just say, you know what, I want to get out there and I want to do something right? Like, what's the story behind that?
They weren't. She's a trainer. She's a client of one of my trainers, but she wasn't necessarily involved in physical activity, but her whole lifestyle was just, better moving patterns, keeping active, going out with friends, all of those type of things, going to Florida, like keeping yourself busy. So I think the movement came in because she was like, man, I want to keep doing this. So she started, I would say, close to 10 years ago. So now, and you just see her so mobile, like I'll often say, oh, she can just stay on the main floor so she doesn't have to climb the stairs. And no, you'll just see her climbing the stairs. And it just shows you what wellness truly is about. It's not about fitting into a certain size or getting into that bikini body. It's truly about, like, longevity, really, right?
Feeling good about whatever it is that you're doing.
And that just shows, like, when we see all these ages, all these levels. Like, I work a lot with professional athletes too in our town, but when you see the elite level athlete, but then you see this person just really, truly caring about their well-being for life, it's just amazing, right?
Wherever the motivation comes from is a great place, exactly.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about the workshops. This week you have the kids wellness camps, I believe they're called, going on. And I know you guys have had some workshops where they're by donation. So you go to the class, you donate whatever it is you'd like, and then that money proceeds go to whatever charity you're benefiting. Do we want to dive into those a little bit?
Yeah, sure. So we do wellness workshops. They're monthly, and they're on topics based on what I'm hearing in the industry. So I do travel a lot for exercise and fitness too. I present all over the world, actually, and I teach a lot of certifications around wellness. So when I hear buzzwords or I start to hear like, oh, people are wondering more about the link to wealth, or people are wondering more about hip pain, or we design those workshops based on what we're hearing in the industry or what clients are coming in with issues around. So we do those monthly workshops, and then we do also charity classes. So we try to do that once a month. They're called Karma classes. Generally, it's a yoga class, and we pick the donation depending on who's teaching the class. They decide who they'd like to donate the money to, and we try to keep it very local. Yeah, so we do a lot of those, and then we'll do other just big events. We do a glow and flow where we're painting ourselves with glow paint. And my sister from Toronto is in the same industry as me, so she comes down and we do a big event to help raise money for different causes. I was mentioning to you the Kicks for Kids events where we raise money for running shoes for youth in our local community. You know, being involved in the school board too, I really noticed that kids were lacking. So it's one thing we want to get them fit and well, but it's another thing, are they prepared to with footwear and gyms and things like that.
Right. Now, one last question before I let you go. The motor vehicle accident rehabilitation, that's something I would have never even thought of, like the first place to think of off the top of my mind. I wouldn't know where to go at all. What is it all about? Obviously rehabilitating an accident, but what are some steps, or how do people get involved? I'm not really sure myself.
So MVAs, we have an awesome new kinesiologist from down south. I pray he stays with us for a long time. Yes. I'm always worried that people are going to go back down south. But there's a few of us that have kin backgrounds. So we work with MVAs. So motor vehicle accidents, what happens is generally we have a close networking connection with many great physios, OTs, chiros, massage therapists, doctors in town. So they'll send us the client. So they have to go through them first. They send us the client, and then we develop a program for them to help rehab them. Yeah. And so then the insurance company is involved and so on. But it's amazing to see them, you know, because a lot of it becomes brain injuries. So it's amazing to see the link. Like, we focus on nervous system functioning. We'll add in nutrition, mental health, but we'll also give them more rehab exercises. So it's been an awesome program that I think is just going to get bigger and bigger for us here.
And I mean, we've only been sitting here for maybe about 6.5 minutes, and all of these different things we've went through, we've only scraped the surface. So where can the people go if they want to learn a little bit more about what we talked about and the other programs that you actually offer? So
they can go to our website, fitbodiesfitminds.com. They can contact the studio. They can come to 491 Queen Street East and check us out. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, and we're always open to chat, and we're always looking to add new things, right? We're really, really big on educating ourselves on what's not the new fad, but what can actually make changes in people's lives. And so we love kind of hearing what people want.
Kyla, I have to thank you so much, but you can also find them on Twitter too. So Kyla, thank you for coming in. We appreciate it so much. Fit Bodies, Fit Minds, guys. Go check it out, and thank you for watching.